It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And good morning again, and welcome to the MSHSAA Class 2 Championships here on TribCast. Mark Froelich, April Froelich here in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. And unfortunately, we've come down the hall into the Hammons Student Center for two games today. Two third-place games, and we've got Van Far in action, then Clopton a little bit later on this afternoon. Still, it's still the Show Me Showdown. Yes. You still have a chance to end your season with a win, which very few teams get to do, and you're still at the Show Me Showdown.
That's right.
And these are two very big games here today. We'll start it off with the 22-8 Van Far Indians taking on the 22-9 Plattsville Tigers, and Simon Moorfield brings his District 15 champions into this ball game against Pat Conaway's Indians, coming off a loss yesterday in the semifinal, 61-54 to Greenwood. So Greenwood playing against Oran for the championship later on this afternoon. 54 points. It was still a pretty good game. A 7-point game over in the in JQH Arena.
Yes.
And Plattsburg, no slouch, but I think Van Far has some significant edges here today just based on their depth. Only one player played the full 32 minutes last night for Van Far, and that was Trey Miller. He did come out in the final minute after shooting some free throws. But on the other side, Plattsburg had three guys play 32 minutes and another play 30 minutes of the ball game, and then their fifth starter played 21 minutes. So those guys are eating up a lot of minutes, and you would think toward the end of this ball game, they're going to kind of run out of steam. Plus, if they get into foul trouble, I just don't think they have that bench depth that Van Far has here for this third-place game. We'll talk a lot more about what happened yesterday and what to expect today as Van Far has taken the floor here at the Hammons Student Center, getting ready for this third-place game from Springfield and the MSHSAA Class 2 Championships right here on the peoplestribune.com.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department, neighbors helping neighbors. The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back inside the Hammons Student Center here at Missouri State University in Springfield, the home of the MSHSAA Class 2 Championships, the Show Me Showdown, and getting ready for our third place game between the Van Far Indians and the Plattsville Tigers. Tigers come out of District 15, Van Far out of District 5. And looking at those totals from yesterday, it just leads you to believe that you've got to key in on number 30 for Plattsburg, and that's Garrett Stevens. 28 points last night in the semifinal. So if you can shut down Stevens with a PH, they've got Stevens with a V too.
Right.
I think your chances.
And then they're two leaders on this team. Garrett averages about 15.5 points a game, and leads the team with 430. I would say I was hearing.
There's a lot of buzzes in this old gym.
Yes, very much, very much. And Austin Stevens, he has about 14.5 points a game, about a point less than Garrett, and he's number 2 on the team with 385 points this season.
So that's their leaders, and then you look at Van Far, and they, just didn't get that whole team scoring like they're used to. In the semifinal game, they only had one player reach double figures, and that was Caden Wilburn. That's because Orion did a heck of a job shutting down number 34 for Van Far, Trey Miller.
Yes. Orion, they had a great defense, and that's kind of been the backbone of Van Far's game plan all season is the defense, and Orion just kind of they ran kind of the same thing, but I mean it was a different defensive look,
yeah.
But it was very much a defense-first approach, and it worked.
And, the game was a lot closer than the 18-point
without a doubt.
margin of victory.
Without a doubt.
They spread it out there at the end for sure.
At the very, very end.
And it really came down to one run.
Run.
Van Far had cut a deficit from 7 points down to 1. And then just all of a sudden, in about a 30-second span, it was back to 7. A couple of turnovers and steals. And
Jacob Shoemaker, he's every bit the star of that team that the stats reflected. He could handle the ball well. He had a lot of help from his cohort on that team. But anyway, they got the job done. I mean, that's all it boils down to. Van Far, nothing to hang their heads over.
No.
I really felt like they didn't quit at any point in that game. That's the only reason that any team would have to feel bad is if they just quit. But the Van Far doesn't quit. It just
no, not at all, not at all. But that run was very deflating, and Orion was the champion 2 years ago, and got knocked out before the Final Four last year. If they could have made it through, who knows what would happen? And Van Far ends up with the championship last year. That very good Van Far team. This team very good as well. Probably.
It is hard. I mean, I don't know that enough has been said about how incredibly difficult it is to lose, 6 players? There were 6 seniors that this team lost last year, 4 of them starters. I mean,
and to come back and
then go right back to the Final Four again with essentially a whole new team.
Yeah, whole new roster.
That is really incredible.
Yeah.
And I just don't think enough is said about that feat in and of itself. I mean, you bring back Caden and Colin, who had a little bit of experience, and Trey Miller, of course, who had experience. But, I mean, that's it. Teams bring back way more than that every year, and they don't go to the Final Four.
Yeah, and we'll see that again with Clopton later. They're going to graduate a big senior class this year. So we'll see how Coach Street can push that team forward next year. So we'll take a quick break here on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. Have more from the Hammons Student Center after this on TribCast.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
It's time to button up the house to protect against winter's elements. Your local La Crosse Lumber Company is your weatherization leader with doors, windows, and a full line of Owens Corning insulation. Don't hesitate, insulate. You'll save on your heating and cooling bills year-round. For prices on Owens Corning insulation, visit your local La Crosse Lumber Company today. Savings may vary. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
Sending the Vanpar Indians best wishes for a successful postseason during their quest for back-to-back state championships from your New Tech Seed sales representative, Jay Wilburn. Give Jay a call at 573-473-0788 for all your seed needs this spring. That number again is 573-473-0788. Good luck, Indians, from your New Tech Seed sales representative, Jay Wilburn. We are Vanpar. TribCast coverage of the 2019 Show Me Showdown is brought to you in part by Spare Time Bowl and Grill, Airco Travel Centers, Ingram Plumbing, Northeast Missouri Title Company, PJ's Salon in Louisiana, Penrod Real Estate, Family Drug in Louisiana, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, and by Calvin's Restaurant in Eolia. More state championship basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to the Hammons Student Center and the MSHSAA Class 2 Show Me Showdown here on TribCast, getting ready for Vanpar and Plattsville. I'm at some point in the next couple hours, I'm going to call Plattsville Plattsburg, and then probably call Hartville Hartburg. I'm gonna mess up at some point. So I may as well just get it out there and apologize in advance. We're in the Hammons Student Center. Haven't been in this gym since like 1990, early 90s. It's about the same as when I was here last. The roof is leaking.
Yes, I discovered that early.
Yeah, down actually right off the floor, and then up on the concourse as well. We had heavy rains here this morning, just like the whole state, I think, had. Yeah. And I know back in Bowling Green they had a lot of folks without power this morning, just checking the Facebook feed. So we'll see what happens when we get home. What we're
going to come home to.
Yeah, we may be cooking a lot of stuff tonight, depending on whether Ameren got things going or not. But back to the business at hand, I think the pressure's off now.
Yeah.
You can just go out there and play. That pressure of getting into the championship and winning just go out there and have fun in this third place game.
And just end your season on a high note.
Let's take one more break here on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. We'll have your starting lineups after this on TribCast.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Louisiana Bowling Green and Clapham schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries, as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to the MSHSAA Class 2 third place game from John Q. Hammons Student Center, the official title of this building. It's time to take a look at our starting lineups, our Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. See all the services they offer at PikeCountyHealth.org, and there's a lot of them. The Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities.
All right, so for Plattsville, the Tigers, it will be number 2, Isaiah Graham. He is a 5'6" junior getting the start today. 6-foot junior, number 20, Caden Hodge. Also starting will be number 22, Austin Stevens. He is a 6'6" junior. 6'2" senior, number 30, Garrett Stevens. And rounding it out will be number 34, Jacob Turley. He's a 5'10" senior. So again, for Plattsville, it will be Graham, Hodge. Let's see here. Turley, and then Austin Stevens, Garrett Stevens. For Van Far, it is number 0, Verdell Johnson, the 6-foot junior starting tonight, or today.
It's this
I'm
morning.
so used to games being at night, not in the morning. All right, so Verdell Johnson, number 10, Caden Wilburn. He is a 6'2" senior. 6'5" senior, number 20, Verlin Johnson. 6'2" senior, number 30, Trayson Callell. And finally, number 34, Trey Miller, a 6'2" senior. So again, for Van Far, it is Verdell Johnson, Verlin Johnson, Caden Wilburn, Trayson Callell, and Trey Miller.
Those are your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Check out all their services at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities. We've got basketball coming up from the Class 2 Show Me Showdown. It's the third place game. The Van Far Indians, the 2018 champions, taking on the Plattsville Tigers, and it's coming up next here on the PeoplesTribune.com.
This is TribCast, celebrating 10 years of champions. The Van Far Indians in the Missouri State High School Activities Association Class 2 Show Me Showdown from the People's Tribune newspaper are brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Shucard in Bowling Green, Sidney Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by La Crosse Lumber Company, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Community State Banks of Missouri, by Young Enterprises Incorporated, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, Pike County Memorial Hospital, by B&B Automotive, Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Orff Construction, Lynn's Heritage House, by Dairy Queen of Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center, Nutrient Ag Solutions, the Van Far Indians Booster Club, Hogue Ford in Bowling Green, by J. Wilburn New Tech Seed, Connie Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, by Perkins Electrical and Plumbing Service, Barnett's Landscaping of Vandalia, Rawls County Mutual Insurance, by Center Locker Service, Meyer Implement Company, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, Pearl Motor Company, by Service and Supply Co-op of Vandalia, American Family Insurance Agent Rusty Strother in Vandalia, by Calvert's General Insurance, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Central Bank of Audrain County, Spare Time Bowl and Grill, Airco Travel Centers, Ingram Plumbing, by Northeast Missouri Title Company, PJ Salon, Family Drug in Louisiana, Penrod Real Estate, by Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, Calvin's Restaurant in Neolia, Denise Leverett of RP Lane Company, Martin General Contractors in Neolia, Gentle Healthy Smiles in Mexico and Vandalia, Magruder Limestone Company, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Hampton's Chem Drive, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Advanced Eye Care, A&W Communications, the Betty Davis Insurance Agency, and by MFA Agri-Services of Vandalia. Now, coverage of the Van Far Indians in the MSHSAA Class 2 Show Me Showdown from the People's Tribune newspaper. Celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast.
The anthem is sounded, and we're ready for basketball here from the MSHSAA Class 2 Show Me Showdown, the third place game between your Vanpar Indians, the 2018 state champions, and the Plattsville Tigers, coming into the game with a record of 22-9. We'll take a quick break, come back with your La Crosse Lumber Company opening tip after this on TribCast.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service, and that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project, and remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
Whether you're ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Lynn's Heritage House is the only locally owned and operated long-term care facility in Pike County, offering a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms, low resident-to-staff ratio, and is Medicare accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable, assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
Time for our opening tip from La Crosse Lumber Company. La Crosse Lumber Company has everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. And it'll be Berlin Johnson jumping center against Austin Stevens, 6'6 junior against a 6'5 senior. Ball is up, and Plattsville wins the opening toss, brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Locations everywhere. Here's Isaiah Graham. Hands it off for number 34, Jacob Turley. Turley scoops it over to Caden Hodge on the near point. He dribbles back to the middle, drops it down low. Shot misses everything. Got a rebound. And on the rebound, or putback, Garrett Stevens is fouled. Is that going to go on Trayson or Berlin? It's on.
I thought Berlin. It was Berlin. Be his first, team's first, obviously.
So Garrett Stevens, 6'2 senior, their top scorer, misses the first free throw, and we're still tied. Everyone a lot closer to the action today.
I wonder what Caden's saying. He's pointing at the floor.
There's dead spots everywhere. I actually got a ball out and was dribbling a little bit, and it's not in great shape. Missed them both, and the rebound picked up by Trey Miller. So Van Far with their first offensive possession. This gym or arena predominantly used for Missouri State volleyball now since they built JQH for basketball. This is where Charlie Spoonhour coached. This shot from the middle of the lane. Caden Wilburn can't hit, and the rebound picked up by Garrett Stevens. He's Stevens with a PH, Austin Stevens with a V. Here's Isaiah Graham on the near point, trying to get past Verdell Johnson, gives it off to Garrett Stevens. Stevens dishes to the corner to Caden Hodge. Hodge dribbles to the high blocks, then kicks it back out to Stevens at the point. He drops it in to the other Stevens, Austin. Turnaround shot is good, and Plattsville takes an early 2-0 lead. Minute 20 into the ball game. Here's Trayson Coel over to Trey Miller. Miller holds it high, takes it back up top for Caden Wilburn. Wilburn going to drive, lifts it over the defense, and the shot too high, and then saving the ball from going out of bounds is Isaiah Graham. And here comes Plattsville again. And a no-look pass from Jacob Turley goes 3 rows deep over the Van Far bench. Into the ball game, Colin Wilburn. He replaces Trayson Coel.
And I just, I got to say, I like those Wilburn boys. They're awfully good kids.
They're all Wilburns.
What?
That is one big brotherhood out there.
I see. Well, I'm speaking specifically
about one's actually named Wilburn. Trey Miller is blocked. Ball goes to the floor. Trey picks it back up, readjusts to the air, and scores. We're tied at 2. Back the other way, Caden Hodge. Hodge into the offensive end for the Tigers. Bounce pass. Trying to get it back, and the ball goes into the media table. Second straight ball thrown out of bounds.
All I know is Trey looks fired up. And I think if you get Trey Miller fired up, everyone will follow suit.
Here's Verdell. Verlin Johnson with it in the near corner. Get it back up top for Colin Wilburn. Over to Verdell on the far point. Here's Verlin. They work the perimeter a little bit. Verdell into the corner. Trey Miller for 3. That's short. Rebound, Caden Wilburn. Wilburn puts it up off the glass and in. Van Far with their first lead at 4-2.
Caden averages about just under 14 points a game.
Back the other way, Caden Hodge across the line trying to get past Colin Wilburn, and they'll call a foul on Colin, his first, team second. And Coach Pat Conaway wants an explanation. Graham inbounds it for Stevens at the near point, gets it back. Lob pass down low, and we're going to have a foul.
Oh.
He had to go over the back to catch the pass.
Yeah.
How is that a foul on the guy he went over?
That's garbage. That's the second on Verlin. Team's third.
And how is it a shooting foul when he was trying to touch
catch
it?
Exactly, trying to catch.
It should be on the floor, and they're going to change the call and say
I should say so.
it is on the floor.
I should say so. He didn't even have the ball.
Yeah. But already 2 fouls, and now Dylan Miner will come in to replace Verlin Johnson.
Now, if there's anyone that can correct, when playing with fouls, it is Verlin Johnson.
Yeah. His defensive IQ is off the charts.
It really is.
Graham to inbound for the Tigers. Plantsville back to work with Stevens. Stevens having all sorts of trouble against Caden Wilburn. Gets it back to Isaiah Graham. Graham on his dribble. Past the free throw line. Drops it off the knees of Austin Stevens and out of bounds.
I mean, Van Far's defense is logging things up big time.
Well, I think that end of the floor is more problematic as far as dribbling the ball. So Van Far's got to build a lead here in the first half. Far side, Trey Miller. Trey going to go to the hoop, and he's fouled. Austin Stevens can't believe it. And going to the line.
Team's first.
Going to the line will be Trey Miller. 4:25 to play here in the first quarter. 4-2 Van Far. And the first shot for Trey is good. And I think a couple of free throws could really get Trey on track here.
Definitely. Dig the blue and gold shoes.
His second shot is good as well. And it's a 4-point Van Far lead, a 6-0 run for the Indians. Graham stuck in the backcourt, gets across the line now. Kicks it near side to the wing. Graham almost had it go off his hand out of bounds. And then squirts out the back end. And Plantsville will reset. Turnaround shot, and that one's good. It is Plattsburg. I keep saying Ville.
It is Ville.
No, it's Berg. That shot by Colin Wilburn, no good. Ball goes to the floor. I think I wrote it down wrong once and wrote it on everything. And a foul will send Graham to the line.
Evidently, I did the same thing. 'cause
right? You convince yourself.
Yep. That's the first on Trey Miller, team's fourth.
And the shot is good for Isaiah Graham to break that run. And the second shot rims out. And Van Far has it back. Up top with it and around to the far side. Here's Trey Miller, kicks it back out to Verdell on the far point. He cuts through the defense and scores. Oh no! They call an offensive foul. He went straight up. Goodness. So Verdell picks up his first foul on the offensive end. Plattsburg back up the floor. Here's Stevens. And he traveled. Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul on Colin Wilburn.
That's his second. My goodness.
And the student section for Van Far wanted the travel as well, and that's what it was. Here's Stevens. Garrett dribbles out of the corner. Kicks it back to Graham. Graham in a 6-5 game. Far point. Here's Stevens. That shot is in. Austin Stevens puts Plattsburg ahead. Now a ball knocked out, and we got a whole bunch of Garrett Stevens off our broadcast position. It'll stay with Van Far. Trayson Quell back in the ball game. Lob pass for Verdell in the backcourt. Graham all over him. I think he got some fingers up into the face of Verdell. Dylan Miner with it on the near point. Back up top to Trayson, to the far side, Trey Miller. They'll work it down. Dylan Miner. Yes. Bounced twice off the rim, and Van Far takes a 1-point lead at 8-7. Caden Hodge right to the Van Far bench. Now he'll work his way to the baseline into a double team, and another foul called against the Indians. This one's on Caden Wilburn with 2:07 to play.
It's the same one that keeps calling him, too. The same official. What's he seeing?
I don't know. The first free throw is good on the front half of a 1-and-1. Second shot is good as well. That puts Plattsburg up by a point. They work it down to Verdell off the glass and in. 10-9 Van Far. In the backcourt with it is Hodge. Pass ahead to Garrett Stevens to get across the line. Long three is too long. And Trayson Coel the rebound. Verdell, a nice move to get past Graham. He's going to try and take it all the way. No, he drops it off. Trey Miller snuck it almost over. It bounced too high and over the far iron. Graham kicks it back, and the ball gets away. Coel picks it up. Here's Verdell in a foot race against Graham. Good spin move. Now gives up the dribble, gives up the ball to Caden Wilburn. Drops it in. Dylan Miner. Dylan to the hoop and in.
Nice.
I think Dylan could do a lot to usher in that next wave of Van Far Indians with the big day here today. He had the big moment last year against Hayti. They work it down low. Pump fake, no, and another foul called. This one's on Caden Wilburn, his second.
Wow.
55.7 seconds to go. Brett Redding trying to correct what's going on. And the first shot is good for number 44, Isaac Mitchell, junior off the bench. More substitutions. Graham comes out. And so will Caden Hodge. So already moving that bench around a lot more than they did yesterday. And the second shot's no good. And then over in the back, called against Gannon Stiegel. And a Bronx cheer from the Van Far side for the officials. It was a different official, though, that called that one.
Uh-huh. It's about time.
That guy switched off onto our side. Verdell hands it to Trayson Coel. Now for Sam Middleton into the ballgame. For Trey Miller. Miller works through the lane, drops it down to Dylan Miner. He was backpedaling, so they have to reset. Here's Verdell at the point. Gives it back to Sam. And Middleton goes back to Verdell. In front of the scorer's table on the far side. Trayson Coel back. And to Sam Middleton on the near point. Sam into the corner. Gets a pass into Trey Miller. Kicks it back out to Sam for three. That one's short. And the rebound goes over Trayson Coel, picked up by Plattsburg. Mitchell got the board. Hands it off to Garrett Stevens. Stevens on the run. And he traveled. That's what happened earlier. And now the Plattsburg fans are incensed. Long three at the buzzer, no good for Caden Wilburn. And Van Far will have to settle for a 2-point lead after one. A lot of foul calls in the first 8 minutes. We'll be back with scoring and the second quarter after this on TribCast.
Proudly serving the area at 201 South Main in Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center is proud to support area high school sports action on TribCast. Cole Chiropractic Center invites you to call or stop by if you've suffered a sports injury, work injury, or been involved in any type of auto accident. Dr. Cole at Cole Chiropractic offers gentle chiropractic care, 24-hour emergency services with most insurances accepted. Don't suffer needlessly. Call 594-2663. Cole Chiropractic Center, 201 South Main in Vandalia.
At Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bowling Green, they are focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the products and services they need to produce the best yield possible. Nutrient Ag Solutions offers Dynagrow and other brands of seed, ag chemicals, bulk and package, custom blend fertilizer, custom application, anhydrous, as well as expert advice and service. Nutrient Ag Solutions, 16083 Business Highway 61 North. Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Start of the second quarter. Let's check scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Asgrow and Account Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
All right, Austin Stephen leads things for Plattsburg with 4. 2 points for Caden Hodge, 2 for Garrett Stevens, 1 point apiece for Isaiah Graham and Isaac Mitchell, and 4 Van Far. It's Trey Miller and Dylan Miner, each with 4 points, 2 points apiece for Verdell Johnson and Caden Wilburn.
Verdell into the corner for Trey Miller. As we start the second quarter, scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Here's Colin Wilburn to the far side for Trayson Coel. They picked up the pressure on defense here to start the second quarter. Plattsburg has. I warned everyone I was going to do that. Change it from Berg to Ville and Ville to Berg. But it is Berg. Over to the far side, Trey Miller. Verdell now for Collin.
Regardless, it's the other guys.
Yeah. In their rust orange jerseys. Here's a 3. It's short. And the rebound picked up by Austin Stevens. Long pass ahead to Garrett Stevens to the hoop. He lays it in, and we're tied. Here's Verdell. And he's fouled. Let's see if they go. It looks like 20.
Yep.
And
that's Caden Hodge.
Yeah.
His first, team's third.
He's a 6-foot junior, and hey, Trayson. Coel right in front of us.
Yes, I didn't want to get just right in his ear.
Here's Wilburn. Gets it to Trey Miller, who puts it off the glass and in. Van Far back ahead by a bucket. 6:38 to go in the first half. Plattsburg. Now far side, Turley. Turley gives it back to Garrett Stevens. And to Jacob Turley again, 5'10 senior. They're switching up the approach here. Turley runs into a double team, so he gives it back to Isaiah Graham. Graham handled the ball most in the first quarter, and an offensive foul on Stevens.
That's his first, team's fourth.
He tried to set a pick, and his feet slipped out from under him. He took out two Van Far players. So Van Far gets it back. Trey over to the far side for Verdell. Trayson into the corner now for Colin Wilburn. Back to Trey Miller. Miller into a triple team, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of freebies. And now what do we have?
Look at Colin directing traffic.
I love it when Colin takes over. He cleared
Turley.
I think there was a...
There's a technical.
Yeah, there was a technical as well on Plattsburg.
Garrett Stevens picks up the technical. Jacob Turley had the actual foul.
And the shot is good. The first of four.
It's funny, Colin. He must have heard that technical immediately, because immediately he was, come on, here we go.
He's got two more.
Oh, goodness.
The third shot is good as well, and now they'll let them come down to the blocks. Oh.
No, and Garrett better get back over.
And there's another one. They couldn't get the rebound anyway because there was a technical. It's Van Far ball.
Right.
But
Garrett was...
Yeah, he was trying to get down to the blocks for a rebound. So Van Far will have it right in front of us here. And Trey Miller will inbound.
I'm going to get hit with some more Trey sweat every time he inbounds.
Bottle that. Sure, there's a lot of folks in Vandalia and Farmer that would buy a bottle of Trey's Essence. Speaking of Trey's Essence, he just put 3 on the board.
4 free throws and then a three-pointer. Welcome to the game, Trey Miller.
Welcome to the Show Me Showdown. Here's Austin Stevens. Lob pass down low, and Verdell picks it off. He's on the run. 3-on-2 to the hoop. Scoop, no good. Trayson Coel, the rebound is put back. Good and a foul. Oh, the strength of Trayson.
Nice job, Trayson Coel. Oh, my gosh.
And he gets the most awkward double 5 from Colin Wilburn, and a timeout taken. We'll have a free throw when we come back. 22-12. Van Far leads. 5:20 to go in the first half on TribCast.
What an awesome basketball season our athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and student body have had. All this success was accomplished through hard work and talent, fine coaching, and tremendous community support. The Van Far Athletic Boosters are committed to serving the student athletes of Van Far High School. Be sure to visit any Booster Club member about how you can become a member yourself. We have so much to celebrate. Go Indians, and best of luck from your Van Far Booster Club. TribCast coverage of the 2019 MSHSAA Show Me Showdown is brought to you in part by Martin General Contractors of Eolia, Denise Leverett of RP Land Company, Gentle Healthy Smiles in Mexico and Vandalia, Magruder Limestone Company, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Hampton's Chem Dry, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Advanced Eye Care, A&W Communications, and MFA Agri-Services of Vandalia. More state championship basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
5:20 to go in the second quarter. Van Far's opened up a 10-point lead as Trey Miller has come alive, and Trayson Coel at the line now to try and complete a 3-point play.
I mean, he muscled that rebound down and then went up hard with the shot.
Too hard with the free throw, and then the ball is thrown away. And then Colin takes out a photographer.
Picked him back up again.
Yeah. He gives the thumbs up. Jerry's telling him that's why I sit in a chair. With it is Caden Hodge. Works it in. Stevens. He's blocked. And the rebound taken away by Dylan Miner. Here's Verdell. Back on the attack for the Indians. Wilburn to Miller. Up top, Sam Middleton for three. That's short. Rebound, Verdell tips it to the corner, pulls it in, turns around, gets it to Colin. Now to Middleton for a long two from the baseline and good.
Wow.
Sam Middleton. 4:40 to go in the half.
That was a big effort by Verdell to pull that rebound
Stevens
down.
off the glass, fouls his own shot, tips the rebound to a teammate. Here's Graham for three, and that one's good. That breaks the string. Makes it a 9-point game. 4:22 to go in the half. Middleton on the near point. Works against Hodge. Over to the far side for Verdell. Up top, Trey Miller. Trey gonna take it. Kick it back to Colin. His three. Just off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Caden Hodge. Hodge comes out the far side with it up the floor, across the line, and hands it off to Austin Stevens. Stevens gives it to Graham on the Misha logo on the far side. Back to Hodge. Gives it to Graham again, trying to open him up for that three-point shot again. Here's Turley. Turley travels a bit, got away with it. Shot no good. Dylan Miner the rebound. Verdell takes it up the floor with 3:35 to go. 9-point lead for the Indians. Verdell has it stolen. He was trying to look back at Coach Conaway, and Graham puts it in on the fast break. And that's the little lapses that killed him in yesterday's game. And not singling out any player here. It was a team effort. Middleton saves this possession, gets it back to Trey Miller at the point. Trey, couple of moves. Kicks it to the far side for Verdell. Verdell drives center of the lane. His shot rims out. Rebound tip to the corner, and
Colin
took out the score. The empty media tables at the far end.
Oh my, that scared me.
Yep, he stayed up. The ball bounced off his beak.
I know. That's what scared me.
He
was blinded by the ball that came and smacked him in the face.
Then took out the table. And that poor guy, he hasn't got a break yet down there. he was talking about it earlier. The attendant down in the corner watching the water bucket. To the near side. Here's a three for Plattsburg. Misses everything, and Colin gets the rebound. He's fine, see?
Colin's everywhere.
They're giving him a lot more responsibility here in the last couple minutes. And there's a foul. That'll send Caden Wilburn, who just came back in. Nope, they're going to say out of bounds, or?
Nope, they're going to give Caden a foul. That's
his third. Oh, an offensive foul. Oh, that guy switched off again, hasn't he?
Yep.
2:20 to play. 24-17, Van Far leads this state Class 2 third place game. Verdell, a steal. Trying to beat the defense back, gets it to Dylan Miner. Miner. And a travel called. Back-to-back turnovers for the Indians. 2:06 to play in the half. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime is coming up. (24-17), Plattsburg with the ball. Stevens fakes a three on Miner. Now he drives all the way to the hoop and lays it in. 5-point game. Minute 45 to play. Verdell across the line. Over to the far side. Colin Wilburn now for Trey Miller. Berlin getting ready to check back in. Here's Sam Middleton back to Trey in front of the Plattsburg bench. He pops a shot. That's short, and the rebound picked up by Gannon Stiegel. Here's Stevens for three. No. Rebound tipped up, and Middleton takes it. Ahead to Trey Miller. Miller to the hoop and in on the fast break. Good rebound, long pass, and finish by the senior. Minute 10 to play, 26-19. Stevens at the near point to Garrett Stevens at the free throw line. Spins a couple of times. Shot too high off the glass. Rebound picked up by the Indians. Trey Miller got the ball that was tipped around a couple of times. 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here's Sam Middleton on the near point. Gets it to Colin Wilburn. Far side, Trey Miller. Berlin having to stretch out, waiting to come into the ball game. That shot, little floater from Middleton is good. Almost looked like it was going to be an alley-oop pass for Minor.
It did.
But it went in. Maybe I ought not dunk that if it's going to go toward the cylinder. Here's Isaiah Graham for Plattsburg with 23 seconds to go. It looks like they're going to play for the last shot. 28-19, back to a 9-point advantage for Van Far. Stevens almost picked up another personal there. Here he goes on the dribble. Kicks it back out for Graham. Graham with 4 seconds to go. Had his three-pointer blocked and a timeout taken by Van Far with 1.1 seconds to go. And we'll see if they put any more time on the clock. I don't think they will. 28-19, Van Far timeout on TribCast.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
28-19, Van Far will have the ball with 1.8 seconds. So they did put 0.7 seconds back on the clock. Coach Brett Redding was asking for 2 full seconds. He got 1.8. I think that's a good compromise since it was at 1.1 when we went to break. Coel to inbound. He has to throw it the length of the floor. There it goes. He loads up. And the pass almost intercepted. It is intercepted, and that's it for 2 quarters. We head to the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime with the Indians up by 9, 28-19 over Plattsburg in the MSHSAA Class 2 third place game, and Stevens went to the wrong locker room. Garrett did. He started going to the Van Far locker room. We'll be back. We're going to the right place to break here on TribCast.
This postseason has been full of big-time thrills, and the Vandalia Dairy Queen hopes that there are more in store. Stop into Dairy Queen and try the new fish sandwich. Delicious. And the Dairy Queen shrimp baskets are back too. Breakfast is served daily until 10 a.m. Everyone at Vandalia Dairy Queen Grill and Chill is rooting for the Indians in state play. Good luck and best wishes. Dairy Queen in Vandalia, 810 West Highway 54.
Everyone knows Perkins Electrical Service in Bowling Green handles most everything electrical. They also offer retail sales of electrical products and supplies and sell Generac generators and Mitsubishi products. But something you may not know until now, Perkins Electrical Service is now offering plumbing services. So whether you need plumbing or electrical service or both, see Brennan and the crew at Perkins Electrical and Plumbing Service, 819 Business Highway 61 North in Bowling Green. They look forward to working with you.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, they're both calling 2. A tie. The free throw shooting challenge here. They give them the same prize anyway.
Yeah.
Between members of the student sections from Van Far and Plattsburg. So, what do you think of those first 2 quarters? A 9-point Van Far lead, but a lot of fouls. Yes. And Caden Wilburn picked up his 3rd there late in the half. Mm-hmm. So that's the most troubling thing is that he's got 3. But I tell you what, you get Colin in there playing the way he has. I mean, he is fired up. Trayson Quell played very well there in the second quarter when with picking up extra minutes.
Sam Middleton.
Yes. Sam Middleton, who's showed his greenness a couple of times, just the lack of experience. But he's playing well today, making good decisions, and has Van Far ahead by 9 after 2 quarters. Their biggest lead of the night was 10. So
that's right.
I think
following
Van Far,
a foul and a technical.
Yeah, and I think the 28-point scorer from the other night, Garrett Stevens, he's in his own head right now, and all the way down to going to the wrong locker room.
Right.
You can tell that he is just not
in
the right spot in his head right now. So hopefully they won't be able to calm him down in that Plattsburg locker room. For his sake, I hope he plays a little better. But Van Far, if they can keep him just off, I think it's going to be a fun second half.
Definitely.
To this ball game. 28-19, the Indians lead after 2 in the MSHSAA Class 2 third-place game over Plattsburg, and we'll have more of the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Compare the bottom line, and you'll find shocking everyday low prices at County Market in Louisiana. Never pay more than you need to. Get the best weekly specials every time you visit County Market. Check out the wonderful deli department and let our friendly staff help with any questions you have. Lent is upon us, so check out our plentiful seafood selections as well. Enjoy your shopping experience when you visit our supermarket, County Market, 3328 Georgia in Louisiana.
It won't be long, and spring will have sprung, and old man winter will be long gone. Time to think outdoor work. And Barnett's Landscaping in Vandalia would like to help you beautify and improve your surroundings. Barnett's Landscaping can help you with retaining walls, patio work, seeding and strawing, mulch, finish grading, as well as decorative rock and plants. So if you're planning some serious landscaping projects, you should seriously call Brandon or Joni today. Licensed and insured, estimates are free. Barnett's Landscaping in Vandalia.
Established in 1890, Rawls County Mutual Insurance Company has proudly served its policyholders throughout mid-Missouri. They have agents in Center, Frankfort, Hannibal, Mexico, Monroe City, Perry, Montgomery City, and Vandalia. Rawls County Mutual Insurance continues to dedicate itself in providing insurance products that provide quality protection with value pricing. Rawls County Mutual Insurance. There when you need us since 1890. Best wishes to all our area teams in this year's Show Me Showdown from Rawls County Mutual Insurance.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
Everyone's getting into it. A little Sweet Caroline here at halftime of the MSHSAA Show Me Showdown. And let's take a look at scoring. Brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
All right. Well, as we looked over the stats, it looks like Van Far kind of leading every category: out stealing, out assisting, out blocking, out rebounding, and out shooting. Just a little edge on the field goal percentage at shooting 44%. Van Far came away at that first quarter leading 12-10. Plattsburg came back and tied it early, but then just a couple of little mistakes by Plattsburg. There was a foul and then a technical, and that allowed Trey Miller to go to the line and shoot 4 free throws, which he sank all of. That put Van Far up by 10.
And I think that really started at the other end.
Oh, absolutely.
When Garrett picked up that foul.
Yes,
because
it was back-to-back.
Yeah, two Indians. They go down to the other end. They call another
Very
foul.
next possession.
And he spouted out a 4-letter word that has an ampersand and a if you were to type it, something you can't say.
That's right. To
at
an
the
official.
MSHSAA Championships. Got the technical foul.
Indeed, but Trey Miller, of course, leading things for Van Far. I'll finish here. The Van Far outscored Plattsburg 16-9 in that second quarter for this 28-19 lead. Trey Miller had a bucket and 2 free throws in the first quarter, and then came and scored 3 buckets and 4 free throws in the second quarter. He's having a great game. 14 points to lead the way for Van Far. Sam Middleton and Dylan Miner each with 4 points apiece. Trayson Coel with 2. Caden Wilburn with 2. Verdell Johnson with 2. And it's good that Dylan Miner and Sam Middleton have been able to pick up those points, because those are the ones that you'd be looking to Caden Wilburn for. He's essentially the second highest scorer on this team, and he's been sidelined with those fouls. So Miner and Middleton doing a great job to make up those points. For Plattsburg, it's Garrett Stevens and Isaiah Graham each with 6 points apiece. Austin Stevens has 4. Caden Hodge has 2, and Isaac Mitchell has 1.
The only thing, I think, statistical category that Plattsburg leads in is 3-point shooting percentage, because they haven't credited Van Far with a 3-point shot yet, attempt. The one that we thought was a 3, his foot was on the line on the far side and was counted as to it. It was sunk, but goes in the book as a 2-point attempt, a field goal attempt, instead of a 3-point attempt. So Van Far, a very good 3-point shooting team, hasn't taken one through the first 2 quarters and still have a 9-point lead. And I think that's the personnel that are out there right now for the Indians. They're a dribble drive team right now.
Right.
Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Haskell and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
Center Locker Service is proud as can be of this year's Final Four teams from around the area. Best wishes from everyone at Center Locker Service. To celebrate, Center Locker is running a pork bundle special for the entire month of March. Check out these special pork bundle prices on our Facebook page or call for details toll-free 1-800-884-0737. Savings now on your favorite pork cuts at Center Locker Service in Center. You can also visit online at centerlocker.com.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Frank Wallace in Vandalia show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
Start of the second half. Our second half start brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. Here's Isaiah Graham for Plattsburg. Lob pass, couldn't finish. It was an alley-oop, and Austin Stevens couldn't provide the oop. I think it went down his arm and kind of got stuck on his neck and his shoulder. Here's Trey Miller off the rebound to Caden Wilburn, back into the ball game, playing with 3 fouls. His floater's good. That extends the lead, now the biggest of the night for the Van Far Indians at 11 points. 7:22 to play here in quarter number 3. With it on the near point is Jacob Turley. Turley calls back the offense and hands it to Caden Hodge. Back up top for Graham. Over to the far side for Turley. Free throw line through Stevens to Stevens. PH to V. Now to Garrett Stevens. Stevens works against Colin Wilbur. Now kicks it to the far corner. Graham going to drive to the net from there. Shot no good. And the rebound picked up by Colin Wilburn.
Colin's been big under that hoop.
And now a steal as Verdell lost his balance and went to the floor, tried to push it forward. And there's a charge. Yep.
Colin. Way to go, Colin.
Got himself and a big point to the Van Far bench after that one. Oh, man. Collin having himself a night.
And that's foul number 3 on Caden Hodge.
Here's Verdell Johnson off the foul. Takes it all the way to the hoop. Scores and is fouled.
Wow.
And a big fist bump from Pat Conaway. Verdell on the drive. That's Stevens' foul, his second. One shot coming to complete a three-point play. Verdell bounces it 3 times, spins it, dribbles once more, and now puts it up. And can't get it to fall. Verlin gets the rebound. He's blocked on another foul. And Austin Stevens better watch it. He yelled something right at the official and took off after him. And a timeout taken. Probably a good time, Mr. Moorfield. Plattsburg on the ropes here in the third quarter. 32-19 Van Far on TribCast.
Service and Supply Co-op of Vandalia is one of the many area businesses proud to salute the accomplishments of this year's Van Far Indians. Best wishes for another state championship this weekend in Springfield. Since 1987, Service and Supply Co-op has served the Vandalia area with most everything ag-related. Service and Supply Co-op located at 2727 Audrain Road 557 in Vandalia. Good luck to the Indians this weekend from Service and Supply Co-op in Vandalia.
For over 90 years, Calvert's General Insurance has protected homeowners, farmers, and area drivers from life's unexpected incidents. This is Tim Gamb. Here at Calvert's General Insurance, we offer insurance from multiple companies to find you the best coverage at the best price. Call us at 573-324-2321 for a free quote. Calvert's General Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Verlin can't hit the first free throw after the timeout. 32-19, the Indians lead. And Verlin one more. That shot is good. 33-19. Here's Graham. Isaiah gets it to the near side for Jacob Turley. Turley now to Stevens. Austin drives, puts it off the glass, too hard. The other Stevens put back, no good. That shot, no good. A tip-out rebound to Stevens. Over to the far side now for Graham. A couple of offensive rebounds and a three-pointer by Isaiah Graham. Makes it an 11-point game again. Looks like Gannon Stiegel. There's a three from the far side for Caden Wilburn. 36-22.
Caden has about 50 of those this season.
Yeah.
Leads the team in three-pointers.
With it is Turley. You notice that Stiegel has been bandaged up on his forehead.
Yes.
Here's Garrett Stevens. Over to the far side for Isaiah Graham. Graham gets it to Turley to the near point now for Garrett Stevens. Stevens trying to find some room, goes to the baseline, then kicks it back out to Graham. Graham over to Turley. And that pass intercepted. Good job by Verdell. That shot no good for Verlin. And the rebound picked up by Austin Stevens. Stevens is just chirping.
Yep.
Here's Graham trying to find some room, kicks it out and around to Turley. Turley for Graham. He has got an impressive beard, Graham.
Yes.
That shot from behind the basket, no, but a foul will send Austin Stevens to the line.
And that's going on Trey Miller. That's his second. Team's first.
Not a bad spot to be at this point in the game.
Yeah.
4:27 to go in the third quarter. Here's Austin Stevens at the line. And the first shot is good. And back into the ball game comes Caden Hodge. He'll replace Jacob Turley. Second shot in and out for Stevens. Here comes Verdell back the other way. To Colin Wilburn, now for Trey Miller, into the corner for Caden. Another three from the near side. That one's good. Oh, he's blasting them now.
Nice.
39-23, 4:11 to go in the third quarter. Here's Plattsburg back the other way with Graham now for Garrett Stevens. Stevens drives, cut off by a double team. Another three is off the mark for Graham. And here comes Caden Wilburn up the floor. Puts on the brakes, gets it to Colin Wilburn. Now for Trey Miller off his back shoulder and taken the other way by Caden Hodge. That shot off the back iron and in. Hodge. This game's starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Back and forth end-to-end action. Trey Miller on the near point. Spins. Trying to lose the defender. Gets it to Verdell Johnson. Johnson, 3:26 to play in the third quarter. Kicks it out far side. Now Colin Wilburn for three. That went over everything. Turned into a pass. Another rebound. Verlin off the glass and in.
Nice.
On the putback, Verlin Johnson.
His first bucket of the game.
5 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Here's Garrett Stevens. Stevens. Little shimmy shake and a blocking foul called on Colin Wilburn.
That'll be his third.
A little wry smile from Colin. And another timeout taken by Plattsburg with 2:59 to go in the third. Van Far 41, the Tigers 25 from the Misha Class 2 third place game on TribCast.
Spring is upon us, so Pearl Motor Company is springing into action and offering huge discounts on remaining 2017 Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac models. With exceptional pre-owned sales in January and February, Pearl needs your trade-in. Combine this with huge discounts and March is the time to buy. Don't hesitate. The deals won't last long at Pearl Motor Company. Shop online at pearlmotor.com.
The Clopton Hawks Athletic Booster Club is proudly behind this year's Clopton Lady Hawks basketball team 100%. Coach Street and the girls have represented their community with pride and dignity. Here's hoping all the hard work and fine coaching pays off with a state title this weekend. It's been an awesome basketball season no matter what, and we have much to celebrate. Congratulations on a great run and best of luck from your Clopton Hawks Athletic Boosters Club.
County Market in Vandalia is proud to help sponsor postseason play on TribCast. County Market helps you save big on your weekly grocery shopping, featuring table fresh produce, a top quality meat department, Chester's Chicken in their deli, and of course always friendly, helpful service. Open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. County Market on Highway 54 in Vandalia, or visit online at mycountymarket.com. Here's to a great postseason run from all your friends at County Market in Vandalia.
Austin Stevens drops it back off for Caden Hodge off the timeout. Here's Hodge for three. That was about 2 foot short. Picking up the loose ball, Trey Miller, and gets it up to Verdell across the line. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. They get it down low. Verlin off the glass and in. He beat the defense to the basket and puts two more in. Here's Garrett Stevens back the other way for Plattsburg. And it's stolen, but stolen back from Trayson Coel. To the near side. Graham with it. Gives it to Hodge. That's the guy from Criminal Minds, right, Hodge?
Yes.
All right.
Well, his is Hodge.
Okay. I seriously thought it was Hodge until you just said that. That's three ball is no good. And Graham gets the long rebound. Hodge with it again, and push on Trayson Coel. No? Not on Trayson. On.
Yeah,
it
right.
is. Okay.
So the first on Trayson, team's third.
6 minutes gone here in the third. Here's Austin Stevens with it. Tries to make his way to the hoop and does. 2 points for Austin Stevens.
It's his first bucket since the first quarter.
Minute 45 to go in the third. Class 2 third place game. Here's Trey Miller with it on the near point. Directs traffic, gets it to Caden Wilburn over on the far side. Stevens out to defend. Now into a double team with Graham. Gives it to Verdell. Verdell makes some room. All the way across. Trayson Coel wide open on the back door. And he puts it in.
He was happy about that. Nice.
How do you lose Coel that bad? Here's Stevens to the far side. Thought about another three. Graham gets it back to Austin Stevens. Austin. Was tipped away from him. That's why it wasn't a travel. Shot was no good, and here's Van Far with it. Caden Wilburn, no. Short, and the ball goes out of bounds back to Plattsburg.
Well, you know they're having fun now because Trayson was he wanted to save that one in.
No.
Just great. It's nice to watch them play with joy.
Yeah.
I like seeing a team
Having
play
fun
with
out there.
joy.
43 seconds to go, especially when it's driving the other team insane.
Yeah.
Here's Garrett Stevens.
Well, that's what was so, I don't know, I guess I found so grating with the loss to Orion yesterday was Orion, I'd never seen a team have that kind of, they had great chemistry, but they played so joylessly.
Yeah, it was very businesslike, yeah. Very Eastern Bloc.
Very much.
Turnaround three, that one's short. Off the rebound, Graham gets the board to Austin Stevens. Stevens is fouled and will head to the free throw line.
What is the point of winning if you can't high five your teammates? And you just didn't see that.
Foul is on Verlin Johnson, his third. 20.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. 4 fouls against Van Far, and the first shot is good. 45-28. Trayson Coel and Verlin Johnson check out. Sam Middleton, Dylan Miner in. And the second shot is no good. Miner the rebound. Verdell will bring it up the floor. 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's Trey Miller. He's going to drive to the net. From the baseline, his shot no good. Rebound tipped out, and that'll do it through 3 quarters. 45-28, Van Far leads in the MSHSAA Class 2 third place game from Springfield, Missouri on TribCast.
At Central Bank of Audrain County in Vandalia, they realize your needs are diverse. That's why you need a bank that has a variety of options to serve you. From free checking accounts to online checking accounts to so much more, Central Bank of Audrain County in Vandalia has the perfect solution for you. Remember, when it comes to banking, know that you don't have to go it alone. Central Bank's friendly, professional staff is there to help you every step of the way. Stop by soon. Central Bank of Audrain County, 205 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Home, auto, and life. Betty Davis Insurance, offering better service, better coverage, and better price. As an independent insurance agency, we represent a number of different insurance companies. We can compare coverage and prices to find the best possible value for your individual needs. Stop by Betty Davis Insurance, located at 100 North Main, Vandalia, or call 594-3727 for a quote today. Good luck to the Van Far Indians in state play.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your New Holland agriculture equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Start of the fourth quarter, Colin Wilburn to inbound right next to us, and let's check the scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, escrow and account, seeds, crop insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
All right, for Plattsburg, it is Austin Stevens leading, Isaiah Graham who leads with 9 points. Austin Stevens has 8, 6 for Garrett Stevens, 4 for Caden Hodge, and 1 for Isaac Mitchell. And for Van Far, it's still Trey Miller's 14 points that leads things. Caden Wilburn now has 10, 5 for Verlin Johnson, 4 points apiece for Verdell Johnson, Dylan Miner, Sam Middleton, and Trayson Coel, all with 4.
And Verlin's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Both teams with just 4 fouls here in the second half.
I'd say that was called on Isaac Mitchell. That's his first, team's 4th.
And the first shot is good for Verlin Johnson. 46-28. So we play here in the fourth quarter. of this third-place game, and that pressure's been off Van Far. They've just had fun in this ball game.
They have.
Second shot, I think.
It's been nice to see some smiles.
I think Plattsburg gave themselves some pressure. We've got to win something. Got to win something.
Yeah.
And it just has backfired, that opinion or that mindset. Here's Stevens, at least so far. Stevens lobs it down low, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound out the other side, and Plattsburg keeps possession. The 3 ball is short, and Caden Wilburn picks up the loose ball.
Caden dribbled that off of everything. Seemed like it dribbled off his foot, off a kid's head,
yeah,
off the floor. Maintain the dribble the whole time, though.
Near side is Wilburn to Verdell Johnson. Get it down, Trey Miller off the glass. Yep. They can't stop that. Not without a foul. And it's a 20-point lead for the Indians. And here's Graham. They're going to have to start gambling a little bit more. That shot no good. Another rebound, tipped to the near corner, and they'll have to reset. Here's Stevens, and that shot no good, but a foul will send Garrett Stevens to the line. 6'2" senior.
And that'll be Trey's third.
Minute and a half gone here in the fourth. Got Clopton coming up next. And the first shot's no good. He is not here right now.
No, he has
Garrett
completely just fallen apart.
Yep.
He
almost went up to the wrong line there to shoot the second free throw. Almost set up 6 inches.
He's their team leader, and I would say that it's very, very difficult as a team to recover when your leader is having trouble like that.
Yep. Here's Wilburn to Wilburn. Collin with it. To Verlin, now near side for Caden Wilburn. Corner for Verdell. Johnson and Johnson, Wilburn and Wilburn, and the pass is taken away by Austin Stevens. He goes all the way to the hoop, too hard. Great defense that time, going step for step. Now a steal by Garrett Stevens. He goes to the hoop, hits the bottom of the backboard, and he's out of bounds on the rebound.
Yep.
And he just untucked his shirt.
He's just disgusted. And he's a great player.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to take anything away from him. He's got over 430 points this season, averages 15.5 points a game. But I think he has
well, you say
mentally.
Redheads are fiery, right?
Definitely.
That fire has been a burning today. Collin blocked. Berlin got the rebound. Made some room, can't hit the shot. And the rebound picked up by Plattsburg. Here comes Stevens, now completely untucked. And across the line. Spin move, and he traveled.
Yep.
And he comes out. Simon Moorfield takes out his star. Also takes out Gannon Stiegel. Into the ball game for the first time is number 12, Cameron Dake. And a timeout taken by the Indians. Up by 20 with 5:16 to go in the fourth. This is the MSHSAA Class 2 third place game on TribCast.
Meyer Implement Company, your Kubota dealer in Bowling Green, invites everyone to attend this week's postseason games. As an authorized Kubota dealer, Meyer Implement is proud to offer a full line of Kubota tractors, utility vehicles, construction equipment, and mowers to make life a little easier on the farm or in your backyard. Proudly serving the area since 1939. Meyer Implement Company is proud to help sponsor this year's tournament on TribCast. Here's to a great week from your Kubota dealer, Meyer Implement Company of Bowling Green.
For all your protection under one roof, including auto, home, business, health, and life, you can count on American Family Insurance and Rusty Strother in Vandalia. Call or stop by and let Rusty help you find the right coverage for your particular needs. American Family Insurance offers a variety of ways to save money, including an auto and life discount. For more information, call 573-594-2288 or stop by at 217 South Main in Vandalia. That's American Family Insurance, Rusty Straw, their agent. Best wishes to the Van Far Indians.
3 minutes gone, almost. About 2:45 gone in the fourth quarter. Van Far has increased their lead to 20, and it'll be Indian ball underneath the Plattsburg basket. Here's Caden Wilburn in the backcourt. Works against Dake. Comes across the line into a double team. Now to Colin Wilburn. Yep, he almost traveled. Plattsburg wanted that call.
Yep.
Here's Trey Miller. He goes to the baseline and is blocked out of bounds by Austin Stevens. Stays with the Indians with 4:53 to go.
That was a nice move by Austin.
Get it in. Here's a shot from the baseline is short. And
Burdell
comes out of the pack with a rebound. Offensive rebound to Colin Wilburn. Colin gives it to Trey Miller, now far side for Caden Wilburn. Stevens getting ready to check back in. I think they're a lot better off right now without him. Trey Miller. 4:22 to go as Van Far burning a little clock here with the stall. Over to the far side. Here's Verdell off the glass. He snuck it in.
Nice.
50-28 is the Van Far lead. We played 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. The championship game will be played later on. Here's a three from the far side. Between Oran and, Green. What was it?
What?
Is it Greenville? What?
Yes.
we're back into that again. Greenwood. Here's Verdell with it. As Van Far, it's Greenwood. And a reach-in foul on Austin Stevens. Finally stops the clock with 3:27 to play.
That'll be 4 on Austin.
And they can bring Garrett Stevens back into the contest.
And I think, Coach
Timeout.
call a timeout.
With 3:27 to play here in the fourth, 50-28. Van Far leads the third place game on TribCast.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
Foul off the inbound play as Trey Miller goes up to shoot, so he'll head to the line to put up a couple of more free throws. Van Far up 50-28.
And that's number 5 on Austin Stevens.
So Stevens is fouled out. They'll bring back in Isaac Mitchell. And a big round of applause for Austin Stevens. He's been their best player tonight. Standing ovation from both sides of this gymnasium and a big hug from Coach Moorfield. Stevens, a junior at 6'6", so he's got more basketball to come. And the first shot is no good for Trey Miller.
First time he's missed, he's gone 6 for 6 from the line.
50-28. 3:19 to play. And the second shot, he made that one. 51-28 with 3:18 to play. Here's Garrett Stevens. Stevens Hands it off for more Turley. That shot from the baseline's no good for Turley, and the rebound pulled down by Verlin Johnson. Verdell lobs it to Caden Wilburn. Back to Verdell. To the near side for Collin. Into the corner for Verlin. Trying to burn off the final 2:49, and it's knocked away. And they say the last touch by Collin. It was swatted away toward the out-of-bounds line, the sideline by Stevens. And Turley checks out for the last time. Collin Wilburn checks out for Van Far, and he gets a standing ovation.
He smacks everybody's hand.
Yep, even the Misha people sitting on the end of the bench.
Go on, Collin, just go through the stands.
Yeah. And now Verdell Johnson gonna check out. .247 to play. Into the ball game. Riley Coel. They work it inside out. With it is number 12, Cameron Drake. That shot is good. That's Dake, not Drake. Across the line, Caden Wilburn. To Trayson Coel. Oh. And Trey Miller went down. I don't know if he caught a seam in the floor or what, but he just kind of collapsed. He's back up, but the ball went out of bounds over the media table. Now it's out of bounds again. It's going to stay with Plattsburg. They have Brock Stiegel in the ball game. He wears number 4. And Isaiah Graham will trigger the inbound. They go up top with it for Dake. Over to Stiegel. And to Graham. Graham angles to the right and hands it off for Stiegel. And back up top again for Dake. Dake to the near side with a pass. Back up top to Stiegel. Now for Isaiah Graham. Back to Stiegel. He steps inside 3 to the free throw line. Shot partially blocked. They get a rebound. Put back no good, but a foul will send Isaac Mitchell to the line, the 6'2 junior.
It'll be the 4th on Verlin.
Minute 34 to play. Lead is 21. Who's going to step off the bench next? You got Lawrence that hasn't played yet. Slatton. Hanson hasn't come in yet. But here we come. All of them. Mel Troy in there. Slatton not in the ball game yet. Big hugs for the Van Far seniors as they all check out for the final time. All come out together. Shot no good on the front half of 1-on-1, and Riley Hanson the rebound for the Indians. Up to Mel Troy, and he is blocked and fouled by Garrett Stevens.
That'll be his 5th, I believe. No. Nope, this is 3rd. After he picked up that technical, he's played clean.
Yeah.
But boy, that technical spelled disaster for Plattsburg.
Mel Troy at the line. And his first shot is up and good. He earns the second. 52-30, so Mel gets in the scorebook. Where's number 11? Next one, no good. And the rebound picked up by Gannon Stiegel. Here's Garrett Stevens. Stevens. And a foul whistle to, I think, against Aiden Lawrence. Nope, Dylan Miner.
Okay, that'll be the 1st on Dylan. Team 7th.
So going to the line will be Garrett Stevens. Clock stops with 1:19 to play, and he hits the first to earn the second.
That's after a 0 for 4 effort at the line.
They missed on the second. Minor got the rebound, gets it up to Troy. Well, as that pass tipped into the scorer's table, and Van Far will keep possession. Clock still running. They caught the ball and didn't stop the clock for another 5 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Hansen has that pass go off his fingertips. Stevens back the other way. Little Euro step to the hoop, and it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Tigers with 58 seconds to go. And Julian Holtkamp getting ready to check in, as well as Morgan Slatton. And we'll see who they replace. Dylan Minor coming out. And Mel Troy. Hansen will stay in there. Or nope, it'll be Hansen coming out and Troy going in. My mistake, Riley Cowell.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, but they didn't. Here's a three, high arcing job. That's no good. Tip out, and Hansen gets the rebound. Long pass to Slatton. Slatton off the glass and in. Morgan Slatton, the 5'11" junior. Another lob pass to the near side, almost out of bounds. Stevens has it stolen by Hansen. Get it across, Julian Holtkamp. Holtkamp off the glass, no good, and the rebound picked up by Garrett Stevens. 20 seconds to go. Ahead to the hoop and a block. And a foul called on Riley Hansen, the 5'11" junior. 17.8 seconds to go. And Hansen a little low five with Garrett Stevens there. First shot, no good. And I think he was thrown off by someone in his own student section. Doing the water boy. And Mel Troy comes out. That shot no good. Here's another. That's off the glass and good for a three for Isaiah Graham. 54-34. It's a 20-point game still, down to the final four. That shot, Aiden Lawrence puts it in. And the Indians win third place here in Springfield, 56-34 over the Plattsburg Tigers. Congratulations to Coach Conaway, Coach Redding, and the Van Far Indians picking up a win here in their final game of the 18-19 season. We'll take a break, come back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors. The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
The fourth place trophy was awarded to Plattsburg. They're giving them their medals right now. Van Far waiting on that third place trophy from the MSHSAA officials. And while we wait, 56-34 our final. Van Far picks up third. So 2 top 3 finishes in the last 2 years. That's something you can be incredibly proud of in the communities of Vandalia and Farmer and all around the area and the EMO conference. Let's take a look at our final scoring numbers brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Asco DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
All right. Well, Van Far got their lead early on. They outscored Plattsburg 12 to 10 in that first quarter, and then as we've mentioned many times throughout the game, it was just a foul down here on their star Garrett Stevens, and then the very next possession they go down the way, and it was another foul on a different teammate, but then Garrett picked up a technical, and Trey Miller goes to the line, shoots 4 free throws, makes all of them, runs that lead up to 10 points, and that was pretty much the story of the game from that point on. Van Far outscored Plattsburg 16 to 9 in the second quarter.
They're about to award the trophy to the Van Far Indians. We'll take a break from the stats for a minute while they hand it to Caden Wilburn. He shakes hands with the MSHSAA official and raises it high. Van Far, third place here in 2018-19. Congratulations again. And now Van Far will get their individual medals while we finish up the scoring. Pat Conaway gets the first. Now Brett Redding. Burnell Johnson gets his. Colin Wilburn. Such a treat to watch, the Wilburn brothers. Jamel Troy. Julian Holtkamp gets a third place medal here. Now Verlin Johnson. How much has he grown as a player over the last 2 years? Dylan Miner gets his medal. Sam Middleton, great game today. Really played some important minutes.
Yes, he did.
Aiden Lawrence got himself a basket at the Shelby Showdown there at the end. Riley Coel. And Trayson Coel.
He had a great game.
Yes, he did. Trey Miller gets his medal. Riley Hansen. He picked up a foul there at the end.
Yeah, he did.
And Morgan Sladden. Those are your 2018-19 Van Far Indians. So Van Far wins third place. We'll take a quick break, come back with Coach Pat Conaway and finish up those stats after this on TribCast.
It's time to button up the house to protect against winter's elements. Your local La Crosse Lumber Company is your weatherization leader with doors, windows, and a full line of Owens Corning insulation.
Don't hesitate, insulate. You'll save on your heating and cooling bills year-round. For prices on Owens Corning insulation, visit your local LaCrosse Lumber Company today. Savings may vary. LaCrosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sending the Vanpar Indians best wishes for a successful postseason during their quest for back-to-back state championships from your New Tech Seed sales representative, Jay Wilburn. Give Jay a call at 573-473-0788 for all your seed needs this spring. That number again is 573-473-0788. Good luck, Indians, from your New Tech Seed sales representative, Jay Wilburn. We are Vanpar.
This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
Our final, 56-34, Vanpar over Plattsburg, and let's finish up those scoring numbers, if you will.
Anyway, so it was a 28-19 Vanpar lead at the half. They came back out and outscored Plattsburg 17-9 in the third, and then 11-6 to put this win away, 56-34. For Plattsburg, it was Isaiah Graham who led things with 12 points. Austin Stevens had 8. It was 7 for Garrett Stevens, 4 for Caden Hodge. Cameron Dake had 2, and Isaac Mitchell had 1. And for Vanpar, it was Trey Miller capping a great career with 17 points here in this third-place game. 10 points for Caden Wilburn. Let's see here. 6 points for Verdell Johnson. 6 points for Verlin Johnson. Those two have matched up both games now. 4 points for Dylan Miner. 4 for Sam Middleton. 2 points for Morgan Slatton. 2 for Aiden Lawrence. And 1 for Mel Troy.
There's your final scoring numbers, and one more raise of the trophy for Vanpar before they make their way to the locker room. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, YoungEnterprisesInc.com. And don't want to forget Trevor Lauer, a part of this team as well, and he got his medal too. We didn't
did we not say it?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, because, he's been out with the injury.
Oh, yes.
All right, we'll take one more quick break, get Coach in here, and then it's time to start focusing on Clopton. Congratulations again to Vanpar, third place here in 2019.
TribCast coverage of the 2019 Show Me Showdown is brought to you in part by Spare Time Bowl and Grill, Airco Travel Centers, Ingram Plumbing, Northeast Missouri Title Company, PJ's Salon in Louisiana, Penrod Real Estate, Family Drug in Louisiana, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, and by Calvin's Restaurant in Eolia. More state championship basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
And we're joined by Coach Pat Conaway here in the Bowling Green Ready Mix postgame. And, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out with let's just have fun today, and they had that pressure of trying to come away with a win at the state tournament.
Yeah, our defense was amazing tonight. Come up and you hold them to 10 points, 9 points, 9 points, and I don't even know what they scored in the fourth, but the game was over. Just to show how resilient our kids are. The lights are still bright, but we handled it better. That was my team that showed up. That's Coach Redding's team that showed up. And so proud of them. Unfortunately, I wish we would have showed up like that yesterday, and we'd been playing at 240. But just to be able to bounce back and have that mindset, like I told them, there's only 10 teams in the state in boys basketball that win their last game. And I really wanted it for those seniors because those 7 kids are amazing. I love them to death, and it's a great way to send them out.
And I'll say it before you. Great day to be an Indian.
Yes, sir. It's a great day to be an Indian.
It just looked like I loved watching Colin today. He just looked like he was having an absolute ball out there.
Yeah, Colin was so much more relaxed. You could just see it in his body language. You know, that's one of the reasons that he comes off the bench. Give him a few minutes to kind of relax and take a deep breath. And, you know, he can guard anybody. He can guard a guard. He can guard a 6'6" kid. Their best player, 30, he guarded him well. Just a great kid. I can't say enough about the juniors. Him and Verdell played amazing today.
Oh, yeah.
And then our seniors were solid. Dylan had big minutes when Verlin was in foul trouble. Trayson was huge.
Yeah, I thought that was maybe the best all-around game we've seen all season from Trayson.
Oh, yeah, it was. And he was locked in. He came out. He had fun. Great kid. Wonderful way to send him out. Getting the foul, getting the board, cutting to the back, and getting the backdoor layup. Just, he's a heady kid and just proud of him. And Verlin for being in foul trouble. He came in the second half, and he owned him inside. He was the strongest kid on the floor, and he showed it. And then, of course, I got my big bull Trey and my shooter Caden, and Caden fought foul trouble, but those two have led us all year, and they're the ones that got the team going and got them ready, and just going to miss them like crazy, but a great
we're going to miss them.
Out.
We're going to miss those guys too. Such a great group, so good to us here. Treating us like friends, really, over the last few years, and it's a group that it's going to hurt me to see go.
Me too. And, and nothing but compliments to them and their parents, because, our two hosts, TK and Bob Roberts, have been great to us down here in Springfield. And the ultimate compliment is, Coach, you guys are a joy to be around. Your men are respectful. They talk.
Yes.
A lot of times, players and coaches just, they don't respect them. And these guys did everything and help us down here. And, it says a lot about the kids and how great they are.
Well, I think they want you to go to the media room, so we'll say goodbye and congratulations once again,
Coach. And I'm going to close this out on some EMO pride here, and our Lady Hawks here are going to get a W, and we're going to share third place, and shows a lot of respect and how good our conference is. So go get
unbelievable!
Them,
unbelievable!
Thank
That's Coach
Pat
Conaway. Thank you. That's Coach Pat Conaway. We'll wrap up this third place game. Get ready for the next one. Van Far wins third place 56-34 over Plattsburg here on TribCast.